We know that.
That
So
does not imply
that is what you said or not.
No, that does not imply that it's because of Catholicism.
Okay. Of course it's not. You just insert something and then you backtrack. I didn't insert it because I'm implying that's the reason. I just inserted it because I wanted to insert it. We understand that you guys don't stand on this.
Right. No, sir.
We understand the lack of integrity. We understand.
I just came up here to tell you I see you, Petrie. Let them argue, but I see you shine. Don't let them take your shine away, girl.
Read the damn super chat since you want to interrupt.
I'm driving. AJ. AR just retreated. You outmatched, and it is clear. Your house nigga. Oh, he said that part. My bad.
No,
That's
we're not
crazy.
being on AR. We are not being on AR.
Yeah, AR, you up here getting beat up. I just logged in.
I know, man. I know that you're gonna agree with him because he lacks integrity just like you lack integrity.
I don't even know what was said.
Y'all are two sides of the same coin.
He upset. He upset today.
I'm always upset. What are you talking about? I'm either always upset or always not upset. Y'all got to pick one.
It's not based off of integrity, right? It's based off of you adding something in within the claim, right? You're implying something.
No,
same thing if you pull the clip.
What's the subject?
Right? Somebody added.
Hey, Sharon, can you give me like a little brief? What's going on between these two?
The argument is that Christians have the lowest divorce rate, and AR is saying, hey, it's only because you said I'm wrong?
Yeah, it's not. I'm not saying it's only because of that. I'm saying that you bringing that statistic up while ignoring the reasons that it may be is a completely different issue. So the reason, just like in the past, so for example, it's no different. I brought it up earlier. It's no different than the people that bring up that, oh, marriages, there was less divorce in the past, but then they just leave out the fact that women couldn't even initiate divorces, that women couldn't, sue their or bring forth, bring up the.
Hey, PhD.
Hey, Diva.
Hey, Miss Diva.
The leader's here.
Hey,
see how all that chaos came under control.
Whatever you like.
Ain't that what we doing? They said you the leader of the women. Whatever you like. Whatever one you like.
Hi, Diva.
Hey, PhD, you gotta say how can I serve you, Sharon? Say it.
Right.
So the argument is that Christianity got the lowest divorce rate, and I guess we couldn't hear the argument.
No, it wasn't Christianity. It was Catholicism. Now, can you shut your goofy ass up and let them finish? Damn.
I have no interest
You allow to talk to you like that, bro?
I have no interest in talking to him.
That's crazy. I would never let someone talk to me like that.
So what was the point, Sharon?
Well, the original point is that if we're going back to the video, right? It's people will insert something a little extra within a claim, right? For the point of putting some pushback, right? Nobody particularly made mention as to why Catholicism had like a larger success, what we call successful marriage rate, right? Because it really doesn't matter. It's based off of goal orientation selection. If you want a thing, that's the direction you generally go in, right? I can't like say that, well, to be a Catholic, right? You have to have faith, right? I don't know if faith has something to do with the divorce, right? I can't lay claim to all of the factors that come into it. But the original point is people have conversations, right? And they insert a little something extra within the claim to twist it so they can go back and argue into it. It's narrative driven. Oh, and shout out. The original point on top of that is Sharon's the leader of the Black women now. Did you know that, E?
Yeah, I think so. Why not?
So Sharon is now an alpha male.
Okay. Oh. Why did that bother you, Josh?
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
I'm just asking. At all. I'm trying to understand if Sharon is leading all the Black women, and it really sounds like it have nothing to do with you. You okay with it?
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely. I actually came up here to give him his flowers and celebrate the leader. Right. I'm going to call this man the modern 2026 Martin Luther King of our society. I'm putting him up there.
So who leads you white incels?
Incels? Damn, that hurts.
I mean, if one person can just lead these demographics, who's your leader?
My leader? Well, technically, my grandfather would be my leader, technically speaking.
I thought it was Jesus.
I'm an atheist.
No, he said he's an atheist now.
I thought you was Catholic.
No.
Well, technically, you can never renounce Catholicism. I think they don't let people renounce it. So technically, he's still on the books as a Catholic to the Catholic Church.
I was never baptized a Catholic. I was never baptized a Catholic.
That's true from the Catholicism. They would not let us leave. It doesn't matter if you do leave. If you go and get baptized in the denomination, you are going to be forever listed at the Vatican as a Catholic. They will not let you remove. I've requested to remove myself and my children from their database. They said absolutely not. You're forever ours. So
you thought
that is their stance. You cannot be removed from the docket of ever being a Catholic. I mean, your heart you can, and you don't have to, no one can force you to practice Catholicism, but they would not take those numbers out, which is why they have such a high number, because they believe in once a Catholic, always a Catholic.
Yep. I think Muslims are the same way. Actually, Muslims, I think, believe that everybody was technically born Muslim, and if you don't believe in Islam, then you're, infidel or heretic off rip.
So, just out of curiosity, does Catholicism have something called debaptism? I give you the Latin term if you want. I'd have to look it up though. Debaptism. No?
They don't.
So if I pull it up from the Vatican as to explain the ritual from it that removes the baptism, which I will agree, it sounds a little weird, right? That it has no meaning, that it's just a thing that exists on paper. It quite literally is the formal renunciation of being baptized within the Catholic Church. That's why the term debaptism. It exists formally. I don't think it's commonly used.
Yeah, well, good luck finding that, because you're more than welcome to share that, but that's not a thing. Okay.
It's not a thing.
No, anybody can renounce anything. Like, you can denounce and renounce the things you want to, but what are you trying to prove here? Like, you're trying to say that they accept that you can. They won't let you even. Did you say what I said? We just told you the Vatican. You're forever. Once you've been baptized, once you've gone through those things, and you have been baptized into the Catholicism, they don't allow a removal of that. You can't get your name out. So for you to say you can be debaptized, you're going against what they already said. No. Yes.
Okay.
Fuck with us, you're stuck with us. Okay, that's what they say.
Yeah.
So what is it? I don't know what you're trying to say that can happen.
So what is the Catholic debaptism doctrine? What is that?
There is no Catholic debaptism doctrine.
Oh, okay. So the Vatican, its publishing just doesn't mean anything. Understood.
What publishing do you have from the Vatican, and how would you have access to that? Because unless you're somebody,
it's on their website. Right. It describes what you would call the ritual, I guess.
It's on their website. Where?
On their website. You have that link? I can pull it up if you need it.
And I'll be happy to visit it, because I'm pretty sure you don't have Archdiocese nor Vatican actually official material. You couldn't have that.
Well, I don't know what the official material is, right? Like, it could. So
you just got some random stuff somebody put out on the internet.
You're implying something. My implication is that there is a publishing of a ritual. It somewhat describes
and I'm happy to challenge that.
It exists. Listen, sir, you're saying it doesn't exist because it's not an official doctrine on their website.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure I'm the only dang on female as that I know on this YouTube side of the YouTube that was completely indoctrinated and adopted by the entire convent. So I'm going to tell you that that's not a thing. Okay, that's not a secret. Yeah. Beachy was indoctrinated. Beachy was adopted by a whole covenant. And look, we know that story. And if you don't know it, oh well, just ask me another time. So if there's some ritual that you're talking about, I don't know about it because it doesn't exist. And if you have it, and I go pull out catechism because I got all this stuff, I'm going to tell you that's not a thing. So whatever you have, please put that link in the chat, and I will be happy to go visit it.
I got you, Beachy. This is from Catholic.com. There is no church ritual for debaptizing a person. Baptism makes an, quote, indelible, I guess, spiritual mark, end quote, and cannot be undone. Catechism of the Catholic Church, 1272. The advocates of debaptism demand that their names be removed from the records that the church uses to keep track, blah, 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 blah. The church's standard practice when such requests are received is to provide a marginal note of the request in baptismal records, but not to remove the person's name. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the only thing that I don't know is that it may or may not remove the name. That part I don't know. I would assume it removes the name. Because that would be their situation. Hey, hey, hey.
All right, let's read some of the super chats. I'm not sure if Diva is ready to read. I'm not sure she's busy today. Formidable AJ with the $4.99. Hey, y'all, just retreat. You are outmatched, and it's clear. Peasy ain't gone with the 10 ball. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. Willie MF Beeman with the 10 ball. There's being catty, and then there is this. Intentionally clipping a video without context. I don't know if that did we clip this video without context?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
And then misquoting what was said isn't just feminine, it's bitch made. Do better, champ. I'm not sure who you're talking about.
No, the original claim was an insult to you that turns out to be not an insult, but an actual crown that you would put on a king, Mr. Leader.
Why don't you just get on panel and say it?
I'm not exactly sure what this means, to be honest.
I think he ain't talking to me. We know he ain't talking to me.
It's a good possibility that he's talking to you.
Nah, ain't no way.
And make sure y'all put 1 in the chat for whoever, for Josh, and a 2 in the chat for AR. Goddammit, participate.
Vote for AR. He's black. You don't vote for AR. He's black. You don't want to grant your vote to a white man.
Are you black today, AR?
That's dangerous.
I'm still deciding. I usually give myself until at least 1300 Eastern time zone. So I got about 45 more minutes.
It's 50-50. So, Willie, I don't know what you mean. We was going through the video. They started their own argument, so I don't know what you mean that I'm clipping something. That's kind of crazy to me. We literally going through the video. Voted for who won the argument, Angel? Just in case you don't understand.
No,
even though you already voted. Huh?
Nothing.
What's up with you, Beachy? How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you guys? I was about to go, get out there and do a little 1-2. And I said, look at this title over here. Let me jump in real quick. I brought some female energy. Shout out to Diva for being here also. I haven't seen y'all in a while. So Sharon, I hear you the leader, huh? Do you have a uniform for the late? Do we have is there a uniform or a team color? Do you have a motto so that we can understand the motto with the the community? Did you get your crown? Did you guys give Sharon the proper attire for his leadership? He just can't be out here being basic. Okay.
Damn, that's a good idea.
What's the motto? So that y'all didn't delegate Sharon the leader. I mean, so I guess you guys just need to follow the leader. I don't see the problem. Y'all need to get like Sharon. Get like Sharon out here. Y'all won't be, looking crazy. They need to get like you, Sharon. We're gonna get some shirts that say "Get like Sharon Bracey." Okay, and then you can.
I for one agree with her. Well, can we crowdfund a cap or something that says Black women leader? Can we do that?
No, we can't do anything because you're not a woman and you don't get to participate. He's leading us, not you. Why are you all up in the leadership? You're not, sir. You did not.
I'm just trying to get him a crown. So no, I'm just trying to like crowdfund a crown.
The ladies, Diva, they will take care of all the appropriate things that the ladies need to do for the leader. You don't just get to jump in. Okay, he says leader of the women. So you're not qualified to. So you're not a candidate. You're not a candidate for the program. You're not a candidate for the program. You're not a woman. It's
yeah. What kind of mark are you proposing for as an identifying marker for Sharon?
That would be Diva. That's Diva's the chair committee on that. That would be her call. So that's that. And you don't need to worry yourself about it because you're not going to be coming with us, okay?
I absolutely am going to put Sharon on blast, right? Like I'm clipping this,
you're not
and Sharon is going to be all over YouTube. There is no way I'm letting this stuff slide. I'm marketing Sharon.
Sharon's leading us to glory, and you're not coming. So
no. I'm not leading the black woman. I'm leading Sharon. I'm basically going to market him all over YouTube. When a person is crowned a king, he should be advertised. We are going to market Sharon.
Let's jump back into the video to see what they're talking about. Let's see what Willie MF and Beeman talking about, because he's saying that we are misquoting him. I guess. I don't know. It got to be on both sides for that situation.
No argument there. But what I want you to understand that you're admitting is that, one,
whenever I start talking, they never have a goddamn argument. And you know what? I agree with you, Sharon. I know you do. So it makes sense.
What you prioritize is what you're minded. That woman wasn't marriage minded until she wanted to be married. And now what she also thinks is that because she's done these other things, like we just explained to you, her career, all those things, she thinks those are what make her qualify for the men she wants. And now she's 45, still trying to find the dude. But that's cool, right?
So let me ask you this. Okay,
so let me ask you this part. So that woman who went and did all of those things, right? And I'm saying we take the whole phase out of it. A woman being a lot of times, a woman can be intentional about being married, but can you say that if a woman is not finding out what the man she's with requires from his wife and then trying to be those things, that she's intentional about being a wife?
Ask the question one more time.
Can you say that a woman who says she wants to be married is being intentional about getting married if she's not finding out what it takes to marry the man that she's with, what he values in a woman, what he wants his wife to be, what his expectations are?
If she's not focusing on the person that she's with, and yes, then I agree with you 100%. She gotta be able to be a wife to the man that she is with, for sure.
So do you see how now that your logic, and mind you, everything that you're saying, there's a.
So I don't understand how he would get from that and then he's gonna say my logic. How does that correlate to my logic? I don't understand that at all. Hey y'all, can you see how that correlates to my logic?
No. Can you to be honest, I didn't hear what he said.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
Age group for it. It's not the women on this panel. The stuff that you're talking about is for women in their prime. And it's not a dig at anybody, but it's a fact. What you're talking about right now is not for your peers. It's not for your contemporaries. It's for the people that come after you. So if you were having this conversation with a panel full of young women in their prime, it would land, and I don't think much pushback would be had. However, you're telling old women to date like young women, and that is their number one problem.
That is insane to me. So no. That's crazy. So we saying that older women that is career driven and they focus on non-relationship things.
Yes.
That those women when they hit 30, when they hit 36, market, right? They are not marriageable anymore.
No. Whoa. What I'm saying is not saying that they're not marriageable. They're not as marriageable as the women that these men want and that they're competing with. A 40-year-old woman who's been in her career for 20 years is not going to be as wifely, as marriage material to a man who values all the things that men value compared to that 25, 26, 27, 28-year-old woman who has less life experience, has been through less.
That's
Cap.
That's just insane.
It's also statistically It's also statistically inaccurate if we're just dealing with the black demographics, and I mean just the black demographic. The age of successful marriages, like the people that basically get married and stay married until that whole death do us part thing, is between the age group of 25 and 34. So what do they mean by young, right? Is 34 your prime? Like, I don't know. He would have to actually define as to what year is your prime, right? But generally speaking, the success rates within the black American blacks is between the ages of 25 and 34. That's where they tend to land.
Josh, do you think that's a good year to get married between that time?
I have no freaking clue, right? What works for black people probably ain't gonna be the same thing that works for white people. Right?
Well, just say in general for people. In general for people, do you think?
I cannot make a generalization because I don't believe that culturally different types of whites are going to culturally kind of like mesh really well with the different types of blacks within the United States.
You did make a generalization that made no sense.
24 or 25 to 34 is the American blacks, right? Now, what makes them successful? I have no clue. Ask y'all. It's y'all's culture. You tell me.
See,
no, I'm telling you
that
that stat you gave makes no sense. Like, that's just
Absolutely
dumb.
doesn't.
Because if that was the case, then we would have a whole bunch of longer lasting marriages,
No,
right?
because
People
it
are
doesn't
getting married
speak
at
to the
24.
number. The statistic does not speak to the number of marriages. It speaks to the number of marriages based on an age range. The more successful
But you're
marriages
saying that
are
these
between
marriages are
these
more
age groups.
successful. I'm saying if a
Yes.
marriage starts at 24 and it's more successful,
If
as
you
you're
got
claiming,
married at
these
the
people do
if
get
you
older.
got married, it basically means this. I'll simplify it for you. If you got married between the ages, like your day one, you got married between the ages of 25 and 34, you're more likely to be a successful marriage. That's according to the people that got married at those ages are still married based on death, meaning till death do they part. That's the statistics.
That's insane. You know how many divorces we see on a regular basis? People those ages, like that are together 2 or 3 years, right? Like that makes no sense.
You're arguing the total number of divorces. It's not my claim.
No, I'm not arguing the total number. I'm saying the whole premise is stupid. When you're classifying these being the most successful marriages, right, lasting the longest, we should see some
Not the
evidence of it.
longest. Not the longest. Quite literally, the definition of marriage success is based off death do us part, meaning they're married. One partner is married at the age of death.
So, Josh, it sounds like they took all the people who was death do us part and found out what ages those people got married, and they said their ages was between 24 and 35.
So that would mean that we're not even talking about this generation, right? If it's death do them part, right, and they're older, right? They're partner, they're widowers now, right? And they can tell you they got married at 24. That wouldn't even apply to this generation.
Yeah, nobody says that what works. Nobody says what works in the 1940s is going to work today. I have no idea what it is, right? I can't even lay claim as to what the causes
claim would be based on. It's not like they got married at 24. And
the
hopefully they didn't die at
statistics
34.
go against.
What are you
The
talking about?
statistics are a rebuttal to the original claim as whatever your young prime. So if somebody's going to say it's 18, 19, 20, 21, that would imply that those statistics or that claim is false according to the statistics.
So do you believe, Josh, that people make more rational decisions at like 24, 25 than 20? That's why
I assume so. I assume so. Yes, I would believe that a 25-year-old makes more rational decisions than an 18-year-old. Yes.
That makes sense. So yeah, I kind of understand the theory of it. Like I don't have the statistics, but a person being able, even when they say men brain don't fully develop to 25, so him making the decision at that age to get married versus making the decision. I think the value system of a 21-year-old and a 25-year-old is typically different. That's basically why that statistic is saying what it's saying.
Well, last time I checked on who's least likely to divorce, with those age numbers, it ended up being women who actually went to college and school. Those women tend to stay in marriages longer than the average female. That is certifiably, googly, pulled up, whatever you want to use for your research. That's a fact. And it probably has nothing to do with the love and all that. It has something to do with the commitment and the being able to look at bigger pictures and their thinking and fulfilling out something that they started, if I guess. It doesn't go into details why, but it does show that those women at that age, he said, those that tend to have acquired a higher level of education will stay. Now, it doesn't say they're going to stay happy, and it didn't say they're staying willingly and blissfully, but they tend to finish it out.
But I also think that it's a factor of being more stable. If you look at a 21-year-old versus a 25-year-old, I think finances have a lot to do with staying. Like you said, not saying that it have anything to do with happiness, but I have heard women say, I'd rather cry in a mansion than cry in an apartment or a box. You know what I'm saying? So I think finances.
No, rappers say that. Women don't say that. Rappers say that.
Women ain't never said that. You never heard that?
No.
I didn't heard a woman say that.
Your favorite rapper, Drake, he say stuff like that.
That's your favorite rapper, you man?
And that's an extreme. Why does it have to be an extreme, like a mansion versus a box? No one ever put something reasonable, like what's in the middle. So no one goes from.
I didn't say apartment. I didn't say apartment.
That's still a stretch. An apartment all the way to a mansion. There's a middle ground there. Y'all never go for the middle. You always make the extremes like so extreme. In an apartment, which is non-ownership, certain square footage, over to a mansion, which is a big jump, and you don't allow.
There's nothing wrong with apartments. I'm not about to let you act like it's like we said he was homeless. Two people staying in an apartment is okay, Beachy. Stop.
I know, but I'm just saying there's never y'all go so extreme. You're like, oh, she'd rather be in a mansion than over here in an apartment. It's like, but there's something in the middle between apartment and a mansion.
It's a single family home. It didn't sound good. That's why they use it. It's called single family home. It don't sound good.
Okay.
But no, I get it. But I just think that we do have to have that conversation of should we be waiting to get married? Because
the answer is yes.
We can go ahead, AR.
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah. I just think because I didn't get married until I was 29 years old. And I feel like if I was to get married at, really, I think it was 28. But if I was to got married at 21, I don't think I would have been the person I need to be for my wife at 21. So, but most men can't obviously say that.
Why do you think so many men want to try to discourage women in older ages and act like they are not dateable? They are we're supposed to just throw them away.
Well, it's a lot of things. Having these conversations over the last couple of weeks, I think a lot of dudes want to still run their baby mama lives. That's one step. So usually older women are sometimes there's some men baby mama, and they don't want nobody. They want to have their baby mama in the field. That's one thing. And the second thing is I think it's trying to discourage other men not to get them so they can get them, because these older women still getting all that.
Absolutely. Shout out to shout out to Men Diva up here. Y'all know what y'all not gonna do. You all are not gonna make us in the 40 and up or even 45 and up group think that we are not top notch. You're not gonna make ain't nothing you can tell me to make me think I could not go out here and get 3, 4, 5 husbands and some more.
So the thing was,
I'm here and I'm in the flesh, and I know the men are coming to the goddamn Cougars. They want us. They want the older women, the younger men too. They don't like the foolishness. They trying to get a piece. Okay, we are the winners over here. So you're not going to make anybody appear or nowhere in the universal sphere. In our age group, you cannot convince us that we are not the cream of the crop. You're not going to be able to tell us we're not the.
Can I ask some questions, please?
So wait. The thing was, though,
matter of fact, for peace of mind, and she already done the foolish game. She's not with the goofiness. we are going to be always their first choice. So I don't know
wait,
what
though,
you heard.
in Willie Beeman's comment, I didn't hear him saying that older women shouldn't be married. I heard a critique of the advice being given saying it doesn't apply, right, to older women. Not that older women shouldn't get married, not that they can't get married, not that they're not worthy of being married. It was more of a criticism of the advice being given would apply to younger women, but it wouldn't apply to older women. That's what I heard. I didn't hear him saying that older women can't get married.
Yeah, but
well, what's the advice, Willie? What's the advice that applies to one and not the other?
Right.
That he's talking about. Please respond. You're on mute.
I hear you. What you say?
I said, what's the advice that applies to one and not the other that he's talking about?
I mean, I didn't hear the exact advice given, but I would agree that, yeah, as you grow older, you date different. That's just logic. I think that applies to
can you give an
men as well.
example of some advice that maybe is common that people on, you know, they'll say like simps or whatever say to women that is advice for older women that should only be advice for younger women, or vice versa? Can you give some general advice, like an example of some general advice that people hear on that side of the aisle?
Not off the top of my head, but I do think there are differences in how you date being older and younger. I think that's just...
So can you give an example on how, like, okay, what advice would you give an older woman that also wouldn't be helpful for a younger woman, or vice versa?
Start paying for PS5s. I mean, at that point in your career, you have accumulated some things that a younger woman has.
In other words, he doesn't have any.
Yeah. I guess I'm confused because I feel like the general advice is going to be good no matter what age you are, right? You want to find someone that is compatible with your values, that believes the things that you believe in, that is financially literate, that can help you grow as a person, help you grow in whatever ways that you're looking for. I think like most dating advice can be pretty generalized and it applies across the board. And so I'm confused about, I just want to know what's some advice that people are hearing that people are giving to older folk that shouldn't be given to them because it should only go to the younger folk. That's what I want to know.
Listen, Willie and Willie Beeman, neither one of them have a clue about what they're talking about when it comes to giving advice. They just talking. Willie Beeman, he just want to downgrade older women for whatever reason. He acting as if because you hit 40 to 45 as a woman, all of a sudden you cannot be marriage minded and no man wants you. But in reality, usually a man in his 40s, 45s, he wants a wife or woman around his same age group. Majority of men, the one that are mature and that's at their proper age bracket, they do not want no younger woman. They don't feel like dealing with no younger woman. They don't want children majority of the time, and they don't want to be dancing to Sexy Red. It's just not a true thing what he is saying at all. Majority of older people that have their right state of mind, they're going to date within their age range. I don't know why we cannot just say a man that is dating 20 years younger is just immature for his age. It is what it is. And I don't give a damn if he's Leo DiCaprio or whoever else that they want to come up with an idea that they want to be with, because the only reason why they call these men out is because they so infatuated of how successful Leonardo DiCaprio is. I don't give a damn. He's immature for his goddamn age.
So
he like men, right? Look, I'm convinced he like men.
Oh, Willie?
Leo?
Nah, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, my bad.
He has an extreme OCD condition that has prohibited him from dating and having successful relationships because he doesn't want to be touched.
BT, you got a crush on Leo?
No, I be reading. Why would I have a crush on Leo? I'm just telling her that he has a serious OCD issue that has prohibited him from having successful relationships because the idea of touching and skin, and he has to do all this extra stuff.
What's that got to do with going after a 20-year-old?
Hold on, let me finish.
It makes sense.
Not only in his dating life, but also in his acting life, it has been it's crippling for him, and he's talked about it and how it's even roles he hasn't been able to take because he could not get past the freaking OCD of him having to touch and engage with his own cast.
But do you think that it's more likely that he's gonna be being touched by more sexually minded 22-year-old, or
I think he can control
50-something-year-old lady past menopause.
No. What I'm saying is that I think he can control.
That wasn't for you either, man. That was for Beachy because she brought up OCD and not wanting to be touched. But in my head, it would seem that the younger, like the 20 to 25 or whatever age range you want to go with, age of women are more likely to want sex and want to be physically touched and stuff like that than someone that's older and is out of that mindset. So it would seem that if he doesn't want to be touched, he should go with someone older rather than younger.
I don't know. He's been battling with that since he was a child. You have to ask Leo. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's smarter in his what he think of in his mindset, and that it's easier for him to control a younger woman. He can say, "Don't touch me." He can set all these rules.
Yeah.
Look, you ain't got to touch nobody when you're bending over.
Oh damn!
See, now she on some other shit.
Come on, D.
Hey, look, but the
we're not gonna just
the idea that you could tell a younger woman, I don't like to be touched, and you could tell an older woman, I don't like to be touched, that one is going to do it more than the other is crazy. So if you tell an older woman, I don't like to be touched because I have a condition, that you think that woman's going to say, I don't give a fuck and just touch you?
Yep, I do.
Absolutely.
No.
Especially PhD.
Absolutely not.
PhD was going to touch me regardless.
Absolutely not.
I think
That's
PhD
crazy.
was going to touch me regardless. She ain't going to listen to my feelings.
See,
yeah, that's
y'all.
Seriously, all right. So he's not even being serious at this point. All right, we're gonna see.
We're
gonna go back in
joking.
and see
Y'all
what
so
he's talking about.
serious. Y'all want to go back to the video. Don't want to talk about it. Golly, so serious tonight.
Relationships have failed, has less trauma, less baggage to you, compared to that 25, 26, 27, 28-year-old woman who has less life experience, has been through less relationships and failed, has less trauma, less baggage, and then more importantly, is still open to being taught and coached. So that's who these 40-year-old women are competing with. For example, just say that I know that you're a millionaire, right? You're the guy that
the issue that I'm having is that the issue that I'm having with you saying, Will, is that you saying that those men that is at this upper echelon, they are too immature for their age.
No, it's not that
they gotta date somebody with less experience and all these things that they gonna have to mold them into something where they could be with somebody that's at their core for their age.
True. They
gotta date somebody with less experience and all these things that they gonna have to mold them into something with less experience and all these things that they gonna have to mold them into something where they could be with somebody that's at their level of thinking, at their level of career mentality, knows how to move in a room, know how to hold themselves down. They cannot deal with a mature woman that has boundaries. They want to deal with somebody that have to build their boundaries, is what I'm hearing.
So I understand what he said. So he never was talking about 21-year-old women. He was talking about the 29 to 28-year-old women, right? When he said that men are have less experience, I think men fantasize about being women first, right? I want to be the first. I want to be the first person to take you on vacation. I want to be the first person that you buy a house with. I want you to be the first person that you do. I buy you a car that you. And I think what he was saying is that less experience. He wasn't talking about from a knowledge point of view. He was just talking about from the idea of left less things in life. Like, you know, Jamaica might be boring for Diva because she done been to everywhere. Versus a younger woman, she'd get excited about those little things. So that's what I think he was trying to portray, in my opinion.
And to me, that sounds crazy because I don't give a damn what woman went to whatever island or city or country before me. When she goes with me, she's gonna have the best time of her life.
Right, it's a new.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I'm not going. I don't want no woman that ever been to a restaurant because I want to be the first one to take her to a restaurant. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
So Sharon, are you gonna double down and say it doesn't matter who was before or who did it before you? You probably could do it better, and the experience with you is not going to be on any way, shape, or form the experience that she had with somebody else. So it is a new thing. And if anybody is going into something not realizing you're setting a new standard, you are the new thing, you are the bar, then you just must be a loser. Because that is exactly how I would approach. I may not have been a guy's first whatever or this, or I'm not going to go into other details, but I can assure you I'm going to bring a new experience that will not.
Yeah, but
It's gonna be like the first time. Like it's gonna be like the goddamn first time with me. I don't care what we do.
That's not how men think. Listen, everybody other than Sharon, remember he's the leader of the women, so he's macho, super ninja, right? He's super ninja. Outside of him, I do believe that men wants to be the first. Like it's something like it's easier, right? And maybe they're choosing the easier path. Let me give you that olive branch, right? So I'm just saying, if you already got a Mercedes and I go buy your Honda, you're like, get this Honda out this way. I don't care how much you fantasize about him or whatever you say into him. So I agree. I think men do want to be the first, if we be honest, but a lot of guys won't say it out loud.
But the first, I mean, the best. I thought y'all wanted to be the best. So do y'all want to be the first, or do you want to be the best? Because
you know what I'm saying is, I've been to Jamaica 3 times. And my first time in Jamaica was the best time. Like you got a higher percentage of your first time being the best. Now I get that y'all might disagree with it. Like my first cruise was the best, right? Because it was just a new experience. You get the element of surprise. And I get it when you super ninja like Sharon, you don't need no surprise because you him. I get that. But men do like have that element of surprise.
He is kind of a little bit correct, at least when we're talking about men, as it being first, and there's a reason for it. Because within social paradigms within men, if I sit here and say, hey, E, right? You know that woman you had? I plowed her ass last year, right? It's probably one of the most worst insults you could ever have, right? That's a problem within our society. So the idea that somebody was there before is an insult to our ego, if you want to call it that.
And I think people have
this is the craziest shit I ever heard.
I'm sorry. First is not. I'm a woman, okay, and first is not supersede best. I have first this and first that, and they weren't they weren't the best. They're not memorable, and they're not gonna. I don't go to sleep thinking about, oh yeah, I remember the first time. You know, I went to. That ain't how that works. No, I remember the best time.
No. Listen, remember, I'm talking. Remember, I'm excluding sex, right? I'm excluding sex. I'm talking about experience. I want to be clear.
Sex is an experience, but that's an experience.
I know, but just walk down the street with me, please. Like I get what you said, but I'm just saying my example was not sex, and I felt that's where you went.
Not necessarily, but we know that he's admitting that he's not the best at other things. So for him, he's going to stick to the travels because he's never considered been the best. So I understand why you feel that way, Ian.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying is, and like I said, but I'm speaking for like the majority of men what they think. But like I said, some people, even if you hear men talk, they talk about they wanted to be the first. Like even Sharon, I heard Sharon talk about if he was to get with a woman, she couldn't have no kids. He wanted to have the first kids with her. Like if it's a lot of situations that apply with that, but Sharon don't act like I'm talking crazy.
But none of this had anything to do with his point. Like he literally said in his point, these are going to be the women you're competing with. The point was that the dating advice that will work for younger women may not work for older women. That was the point.
Have y'all given examples yet, or are you still bringing up the point?
No, I was just about, hi, everybody.
I mean, it's a ton of different examples.
Okay, can you give one instead of talking about how there's examples?
Beauty, right?
Well, all right.
At a younger age, typically women are in that, what's the term y'all use? Their optimal, right? Their best self, right? In terms of something like beauty.
Okay.
Right. Right.
Okay.
In terms of something like beauty.
Let's just say that we're true.
Now, career-wise, right? You would say that an older woman might be more established and there's benefits there. So he was just saying that what might work for the goose, you know what I mean, might not work on the other side.
That was an example. You didn't say nothing. You just said something. You didn't say nothing that pertained to what I just asked. How was that an example? Are you saying that don't give
specifics? I'm not dealing with the specifics, right? That's not what I'm saying.
What was the point?
I'm just going on the base level of what he said. I'm just going on the base level of what he said.
Okay, how does that apply?
What do you mean? You can't simply understand how that applies? So you think that the things, so wait, let me ask you for men. You think the things that men at a younger age, right, have and bring to the table, for lack of a better term, right? You don't think they're different when you get older? Typically, when men hit their 40s, that's when they get in stride in their career, right? Now they got the bag and all of that, right? So you're moving differently in terms of how you date. You can provide a bit more as you get older and have, accumulated some wealth. When you're younger, you're working off your abs, right? And you're working on looking young. Like, come on, bro. It's the difference between the pot belly and the six pack. Like, it's a simple premise.
So you're saying that men hit the wall in looks too, then, right?
Yeah,
they hit the wall. Okay, good. Okay, good. Because y'all don't just hit the wall; you guys ram head first into the wall.
My hairline is at low tide. It's receding, right? It's just moving back.
So ladies, my question to you: should older women stroke the egos of men more, even though you might have been to Jamaica? You blowing it up more than what it is, stroking their ego. Do you think that that's something that should be a thing, Beatrice? Peachy.
I have found in my life that stroking the male ego has been detrimental because I'm exceedingly good at it, and I don't want to make you believe you're not you're just not that. So are we good at stroking egos? We probably, yeah. Should we? It's going to be problematic once we stop stroking it and you men realize that you would never any of the shit we said. We just stroke your ego to the point that you actually started believing you was the man, and you're not.
So say for example, you done been to a steak restaurant or you done been on this vacation. This your third time, right?
Right.
Should you stroke his ego from just a woman perspective and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I want him to feel like this was one of my best experiences. Or you think that's misleading?
Verbal got it. Verbal, you want to jump in on that?
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. First of all, what I came up here, when I was coming up, I was hearing Beachy saying that it's not about the first experience being like the end all be all. You can have 5, 6 of the same experiences, and you're going to remember and appreciate the best one. It's not, the first one could be trash. We could have gone to Jamaica the very first time and got robbed and taken hostage or something. You know what I mean? It could have been cockroaches all in the room that we were in. So just because it was the first one, who cares? Who gives a damn? It's going to matter that it's going to matter what the experience actually is, and you can have your best experience the 5th time. I don't know why Ida Man took it to sex. That sex is valid. You did, because you literally said to Beachy, I don't know why you're referencing sex when you're saying that.
We know how we talk.
But she wasn't just referencing sex. She wasn't just referencing sex though. It's any experience. The first one is the first one. Okay, great. It doesn't make it the most memorable one.
But you asked a good question. Who cares? Men care. I get
Who cares what men care, but that's the point. We don't care what you care about. We don't care what you fucking care about. Excuse me, Sharon. We don't care. Men care. Everybody be quiet. Everybody stop. Be paralyzed, freeze, and stand up against the wall because men care. Who cares what men care? You're right now asking women, right?
You're right, Verbal.
You're right now asking women, right? You're asking women, right? And we're telling you that this is how we see it.
Women.
You just said, hey, ladies. You just said that, right? You just said, hey, so ladies. Didn't you just say that?
I didn't ask
okay, so what's the question? You're talking about stroking his ego. Why is it stroking his ego if the time that you had with him was the best time? It's just being honest. No, I didn't like when Ida Man took me to Jamaica. That shit was trash. I like
you did like it. You like that balcony suite. You saw what we was doing on the balcony. Don't act like that.
No, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. When Matthew took me, it was much better.
All right, hold on. Let me
get drinking them coconuts.
So Verbal, what you're not hearing Verbal say, and because you just don't want to hear it. Usually with first things, they're not done well. and I'm not speaking just on sexual. The first things are not done well. You got to practice for the practice. So you haven't had any practice. You don't have the experience. It's usually sloppy. You didn't know the layout of the lands or the layout of the box. You can take this anyway. Y'all want to go sexual? You can take it anyway.
I didn't say it was my first time. Yes,
you didn't
ma'am.
understand what would really taste good and not make someone end up with food poisoning or feeling sick for the next 2 days of the vacation. You didn't know these things. This is your first time, so you're a virgin to that experience. You understand? That is not.
It's not my first time.
And we all know when virgin experiences, whether it's on travel, you can be a travel virgin, a drinking virgin, let me do it. It's still the virgin aspect, and it's never the best. Okay, so
would you tell your man that
on an experience?
All right, y'all.
With no experience, and it was done poorly, sloppy.
Can we let Willie B recap?
You gotta let me respond to that, Sharon.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Also, let me say, hey, participate by hitting a 1 or 2 in the chat to participate in the poll. Make sure we hit that like, share. We need some color in the chat. That'd be much appreciated. We got over 200 people live in the chat. We can have 200 more if y'all just hit the like and the share. Shout out everybody on Beachy side. She has super chats. She has a cash app. Make sure you hit it up. God damn it, support your people. And also welcome into the show, the point of contention at the moment, so he could give his own point and his own point of view. Welcome to the show, Willie MF Diva.
Yeah, you just gonna skip Diva like she ain't no woman.
I didn't hear Diva.
Oh no, I was saying I didn't get to answer the question.
Okay.
Hell no. I ain't stroking nobody's damn ego. No, if you ain't never been, matter of fact, I don't think I want to go with you. I don't even want somebody who ain't as well traveled and well versed as me. So no, we ain't stroking no egos.
And I want to.
But was that even your point, Willie?
No. Okay. Go ahead, Willie.
All right. So let me welcome into the show Willie MFB. And women don't actually care about the way how y'all keep trying to make it seem like y'all should care about what women think, not what another man thinks. It's ridiculous. Go ahead, Willie MFN Beeman. Good day, sir. If you're ready to communicate, maybe you're still getting your stuff together.
He need a second. So Beachy, I'm not saying that it got to be my first. It might be my 6 or 7 time going to Jamaica. I want it to be your first. So that's the point that you keep arguing that, it might not be. I might know the moves of how Dominican Republic is. I might got the spots already set up where I want to take you to make it like my 7th experience, but your first experience. And I'm just telling you how
that's such a sick.
Why would you have a problem with her knowing
deplorable mindset
and putting you on?
Sick because I want to know the
reasons for this.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one at a time. So we got Josh want to jump in, Verbal, Willie, anybody else?
I guess whenever you want me to get in there.
Let me try this, right? Because y'all skipped over the damn question, right? Let's try it this way. Would you, any of you, males or females, be willing to admit to your partner that a previous, like an ex, did it better? I don't care if it's a date at a steakhouse. I don't care if it's sexual. I don't care.
Yes.
Would you be openly willing to tell your current partner that your ex was better?
Wait, did I hear correctly earlier? Josh said he was a white supremacist?
Yes.
Okay, get Josh out of here. I'll go ahead and cash app.
Yeah, he's always over in black business.
Black asses up here talking to this
like homie told Myron.
He's always
that. Are y'all fucking crazy?
That's what they do.
Y'all completely skipped E's question.
I don't care.
Thank you, Diva.
Sharon, go ahead. I got the money.
He's always in black business. Always in black business. Get out of here.
Don't talk to our women like homie told Myron. Pack them up.
Well, no, I like talking to 304s.
Slap the taste out of your mouth. I'd like to see it.
Muted, by the way.
That's the thing. That's how them people in South Carolina ended up in the situation that they did, because they willing to sit here and swallow disrespect. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I didn't know that. Did he just leave and say he didn't want to talk to hoes anyway?
It don't matter. It don't matter. Y'all sat here when he said he was a white supremacist, a panel full of black people,
I don't
and
have
then
the
asking
keys,
questions.
Queen.
Josh, what you think about Are y'all crazy?
I don't have the keys, Queen. I would have packed them up a long time ago.
You could have
I
sent
get your
$20
point.
and dropped them. You could have sent $20 and
You're
dropped
right.
them.
I could have did that. You got a
Okay,
point.
shush.
But we gonna remember he left, and we heard you, Josh, when you left, and you said, yeah, he said, I like.
Who cares? Y'all had just sat up here already with him while he said that. Nevertheless, let's read the
We can
super
move
chat.
on.
Montavious and Deja, $20 for verbal, cause she think I ain't graduating. All right.
Wait, is he dropping me?
No. Oh, maybe.
Oh. So.
All right. Bridget M7, $5. Support for the show. Thank you, ma'am.
See that back chat? I didn't know that. Thank you, Diva. Now I'm looking at the comments. I got it. That back chat is on some BS, Sharon. Like, how you wasn't saying none of that when we were sitting here. You were talking about the Catholicism. You were picking brains. You had none of that whole rhetoric when you were here in our face to face. Now you want to be back there and talking that. I'm not buying, sir. You will be blocked. Let me find out how I can block his. Can I personally block? I don't even want to see you. You're not worthy to even been sitting here in the first place. Okay. No, I can't.
What? Hey, Verb, because you was going back with him as well. Verb, what is your thoughts on Josh?
Slap the taste out of your mouth. I'd like to see it.
You got to be quicker than that.
But let's get back. How y'all these men sat up here?
I asked you for a loan. If you would have gave me a loan, I would have kicked them out. I asked for a loan.
No, miss me. And see, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. And then to sit up here and talk about, what kind of woman you need to be to get married. Who want to marry y'all? Who will sit there and let somebody who telling you they your mortal enemy and to sit there and converse with what you think? Are you fucking serious? If I was in the presence of y'all, I'd slap the hell out of each and every one of y'all.
She talking to you, Sharon. You had all the controls. I'm just letting you know. Listen, you can say I ain't spent my money, but you got the controls. I was just putting it out there, Sharon. And they say Diva don't got smoke for Sharon. She said she'll slap you too, then kiss your forehead. I ain't mean to hit you.
And I'll turn the other cheek too.
That's right.
And get slapped again.
Now, I'm non-violent, but come on, y'all. Don't let nobody sit there and disrespect you in your face.
Yeah.
Now, Willie, what you got to say? Who is you?
We didn't even. When did he say the white supremacy?
Bye, y'all.
He said the white supremacist, the 1 hour and 42-minute mark. Y'all been up here talking to him for 2 hours.
I wasn't here.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you, Willie.
I wasn't here.
You was here.
I was not here. Yeah, I was not here. I was 44.
Hold on. Even there, you have plenty of conversations with that man. You know exactly who he is.
If you the one let him up here, nigga, hold on, nigga. I'm trying to play the right. This is 100% at your feature, right?
What does that mean?
You did. You listen. You can't say. Listen, Diva can have that smoke for us, but you can't have that smoke for us when you lay him on your panel.
I could hold my own. I could hold my own argument, but what is yours?
I'm telling you what my argument was. Me and you
You
boys.
can't say it's me.
No, I'm about to tell you.
Your argument cannot be it's me.
It's not you. Me and you boys, and you allowed us. I guess I said, man, that's what you want on this show.
That's what I'm saying. So no. You cannot say your argument is me.
Bro, this your show.
Your excuse for it?
I'm telling you, it's your show. You decided you wanted him on it. I never tell you how to run your show.
Absolutely not. That have nothing to do with it. Absolutely not.
It does. It's a lot of people on your show I don't rock with, but since it's your show, I let you do it.
You came up here trying to understand his points. If anybody's guilty, it was you. All right, but let's move on. Willie B. Scratch.
Oh, can you hear me? My bad. I said, what's up?
Yes, we get you now.
I ain't seen you in a minute.
There you go.
What's good, family?
I'm trying to be like you when I grow up, homie.
Cut the crap.
Hello, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, people were texting me talking about you was up here making jokes with a white supremacist. So I don't know, big dog.
But we want you to repeat the comment you put in the back chat. Go ahead and start up the conversation, baby, because I'm here now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about that, Will. That's kind of crazy. I mean, You was the niggas texting me. You know, if I get texted about something, it's bad.
I called them goofy 30 times, but I got to be careful.
To be fair, if we are going to use Buddy's background as a white supremacist as a disqualifier for talking about black business, we also would have to use women's background as perpetually single as a disqualifier for participating in this conversation. Go ahead, Willie.
Go ahead. What I said in the back chat talking to Sharon.
Okay, so we up here now. So let's have the conversation.
So we can get to that after we get to what we was talking about at first, which I think is what.
Oh no, bitch! You don't know who the fuck you dealing with.
I don't care.
Right. Okay. So anyway, the idea that some freaking loser is gonna come up here and talk about who need to be disqualified from what conversation. Boy, you nobody.
Okay. It sounds like a hit dog.
Okay.
If anything.
No. Okay, well, you can call it what you want, but I don't like when people throw a rock and hide their hand. I'm the type of person, I'm going to always pull you out on Front Street. I'm going to always pull you out on Front Street. So let's do it.
Super chat it?
So let's do it.
Sharon, do you want me to super chat it, big dog? You know, I don't mind.
Super chat it, yes, please.
If that will make you
please make it 20 or more. Please make it 20 or more, sir.
Well, I'm gonna have to because it's over 150 characters. As a matter of fact,
okay, go ahead.
Cash App, so I can send it to you directly, and YouTube don't take a cut.
Oh, okay. Let me put it up. It's $PHDiva08.
Oh, I'm not. Again, I'm not paying you for shit. I asked Sharon.
Oh, okay, Brokey. Okay, Brokey.
Brokey. Sharon.
Okay, Brokey.
Do you want to tell her or should I?
You okay, Brokey?
It's a lot of things I can be called.
Okay, Brokey. Yeah, up here y'all all are, but we know that y'all are.
I keep my neck out of grown folks' business.
No, if you scared of it, I get it, big dog. But you know, that's just don't fly over here.
You scared of me too.
Did you get my email about Barn the Lambo? Will?
Did y'all get your nigga? You ain't email, nigga. Stop playing.
And also, by the way, you got to send me that that language thing that you said you was gonna.
Oh, the AI for the. My bad. You know, I'm gonna do it right now because you just mentioned. I forgot and I feel bad. I hate forgetting to do shit for people. Hold on, go ahead. I can talk and do it at the same time.
Yeah, that's crazy that you think I'm scared of somebody. That's insane.
Well, I mean, you know, you let them say in a bull in a china shop. That was my thinking, but it was a joke though.
So you come over here and stop me. You here now? Stop me. Oh, okay. See, everybody got all this stuff to say, but when I'm right here, it be silence.
Girl, they be Helen Keller when you come up. They be blind, deaf, and mute, girl.
I love it. And so if a faceless woman on the internet could get him that way, now we see why that boy was running and he had a gun in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, D.
Come on, yes.
Hey,
yes.
Mike just hit me to the rules about who can get dropped or not. Y'all funny as shit over here.
Ah, bitch.
Yeah, all right. See, here we go.
Ah, bitch.
There's always these big, unruly, undesirable bitches talking shit.
Oh, you ain't seen me, baby. I'm a little unruly, undesirable one. I'm little. I'm a size 2, sweetie pie.
I hear you.
I'm a size 2.
Nah, it sounds good.
Right. I just ain't no punk like most of y'all.
Okay. So, Sharon.
I got more bass in my voice than most of y'all, including you. I got more bass.
That's because their balls, you know, Diva, when the male balls doesn't drop, they don't get the bass in their voice. So they still have that prepubescent type of high pitch because they're around the age, 12, 13, their balls are supposed to drop. And then that gives them that baritone. And when that doesn't happen, this is what you get. So, you know.
Thank you for explaining that.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
All right.
All right, hold on. Willie got some support.
Oh, hey, Diva. Is that what we're doing? Baby, you obviously don't know who I'm doing. Let me read it first, and then I address you, Montavious. Montavious and Deja. 50 ball. Do we play the song, Sharon? For Willie stay on stage fun. Hey, Diva. Baby, I dropped 500 to get motherfuckers up out of here. So your little 50 ball means absolutely nothing to me. Yeah. I like my hoes that were home always on the street hoeing.
I think we should, we're gonna do that for you live, Sharon. When you start getting those type of monies, we're gonna perform that in live on for the summer. I think I might be able to pull that off. I don't know about that split, but and the socks and the heels included. We're gonna do that live. We're gonna give it live over here. Every time that piece come on.
Oh damn!
There. We're gonna run it up between all summer 2020.
So Willie, why do you think that women that's in the 40s all of a sudden means that they out of the marriage market?
I don't think that they're out of the marriage market at all. I didn't say anything that should make anybody think that either. I said they're less desirable than their younger counterparts based on what men look for in women.
So I knew I wasn't tripping. So the issue that I have is that it's just not no stat that actually really backs that up for men in their 40s, I believe.
So we're not talking about that. Mind you, see, this is what you did on the show when I called it, but you didn't clip this part. I didn't say men in their 40s. The men that I'm talking about are the men that women genuinely like and desire. Their dream men, the men that they would change for, be less unruly for, all of those things. Those men that most women don't ever even reach. Most women that got knowing that the men that most women have are men they've settled for. So if a woman can go pick her ideal man and have him, those men, that small group of men, there's that saying where 80% of women or 100% of women want 20% of the men, right? So we'll say the top 10% of those men. Those men are looking for the same things in women. And those things are youth. You get it? All those things.
And so that's why I disagree. And I think majority of the men that is so-called in the upper echelon are in their 40s. Men that are successful, men that got a decent head on their shoulders. They know how to move. They know how to go places. They got things involved. Usually that's going to be a man in his 40s. And I think a man in his 40s that has the right head screwed on his shoulders, he's going to look for somebody that's within his age range because he don't have time to be teaching a woman all these other nuances about life.
So I think
those men that are 40,
what the data reflects, though.
Well, so this is the thing.
People marry people who are in their own age range. That people aren't doing this large age gap marriage type of thing. So that's
again,
what the data reflects.
This is the problem with that, right?
Absolutely.
People say that's what the data cites, but don't have any sources to share with it to prove it. And then the second thing is no one said that, right? No one said the average that you use was the people older marriages. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about women and their ideal men, because then the number that you'd have to cite or a study that would have to have been done would have had to show women who marry their ideal man. The majority.
Well, that's the thing. In the Black community, you're not going to get your ideal man, right? You start, you out earn all but 1% of Black males once you cross like 100 and what is it, like 80 something thousand. So it's so low. So if you're a woman who about anything, you're not going to get your dream man because there's a dearth of them. They're few and very far in between in our community. Most of them are, average or, whatever. And so if we're limiting it to a woman getting her dream man, the vast majority of women are going to be settling. Sorry.
So the problem is most people are average, and it's average women with talking about average men not being good enough. That's the issue.
But you talked about dream man. You brought that up. No, most people are going with people who are similar to them. So those average people are getting with other average people. You limited it to dream man. You said the women who married their dream man. I'm talking about dream man.
Exactly. Right. So to my point earlier.
And so y'all don't exist in this community. You ain't no dream. Turn on your camera. Turn on your camera and let's see if you a dream. Let's see how much of a dream you is. Turn it on.
So again, since you referenced earlier, right? When I said, to be fair, if we're going to use Buddy's background as a white supremacist to disqualify him, you'd also have to use the fact that you don't have your dream.
But we wouldn't have to. We wouldn't have to, right? Because I'm here and I'm talking about it, and there ain't nothing you can do about it, right? So we wouldn't have to. Nothing you say means anything to anybody but you and your bald-headed grandmammy.
But y'all been talking about what I said this whole show. Make that make sense.
I haven't been talking about it. I've been up here for maybe half an hour. So what you talking about?
And you still talking to
right.
me. So
and I'm talking. We having a conversation. Everybody's talking. And so what? Right. And I'm leading the conversation clearly.
So Sharon, do you understand where I'm coming from? Did I make
No, you don't. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
I asked you, did you understand? Not if you agreed with it, but can you, or do you need me to explain further? All right. So which part are you still missing? Or which part are you not understanding where I'm coming from?
You want the camera.
When we go from the Dream Man, when we parse that out, right, then I guess you kind of concede and you kind of agree with us that 40-year-old men are the Dream Man. That's usually around the age bracket of the Dream Man. And those Dream Men, they usually date around their age bracket. So I guess that's why you left that argument alone. So now we talking about that.
That's why I didn't agree. I didn't agree that the 40-year-old man is the Dream Man, because when you ask women in their prime, they're not looking for a 40-year-old man. But what I can concede is that older men tend to have a lot more of the things that women look for that are not physical. They have more money, more status, more experience, more accolades.
More don't mean a lot, right? So the Social Security Administration publishes income by age. And
So
even when black men are in their 40s and 50s, they still don't make no money. They still in the 50s. I think at maybe like 54, I think it topped out at maybe like 65, right? So regardless of age, they still ain't got no money, ladies.
So
just
I don't know if maybe that's true for her experience. I don't know that to be true, and
the Social Security Administration publishes it publishes this data, right? They collect the data and then they publish it, and they break it all the way down to where you can look at different demographics of men's income based on their age. And so they do age buckets, right? So it might be like 20 to 29, 30 to 39, or whatever. But yeah, that data from the Social Security Administration source says that no, even in the 40s, 50s, because it actually after the 50s it starts to dip, right? Because people are starting to retire and whatnot. But yeah, so y'all ain't never got it.
So Sharon, this is your panel, big dog. So I would suggest you verify that before you stand behind it. So what we were talking about.
Sharon, I can go pull it up and put it in the back chat and we can discuss it. Give me a minute.
So I can't say that they're all 40, but I can easily concede that it's more likely that a man has all of the intangible traits that a woman looks for as he gets older. I can give you that for easily. I don't even have an argument against that. But what I can prove is that the women in her prime, the average, those women, they're not looking for a man that's 40 years old, which is another problem that we have. When I said if you were giving this advice, it would have landed with younger women better than, not landed. It would have been more applicable to younger women than it was with the older women on our panel we were on initially. You ask those women, they expect.
Wait, this the no neck dude? This the dude with no neck?
And in their they expect men in their late 20s, early 30s to have.
That's the dude who head sitting on his shoulders in the video.
And then it takes more
with the raggedy mouth
experience to get. Like
oh my God. That's the guy from the video.
That's what you have.
Okay, so then that's the guy with the raggedy mouth and his head sitting on his shoulders. He don't even have a neck. And he up here telling all this, sir, if you know so much about data, go pull the data on how to get you a neck and get your head off your shoulders, baby. Do that. And then you could also go and look up the data on how often are you supposed to visit your dentist for a cleaning, right? And then that way you can get your teeth together. And see, that's the thing. We solution-based gang over here. And so we giving solutions right now.
Okay.
We can pull data and get solutions, right? And so we don't have to walk around with our overweight, with our head sitting straight on our shoulders. And we don't have to walk around looking like we gonna bite somebody when we talk.
You sound like you out of breath, but if you have all these solutions, figure
among other things, just speaking from Diva in the female perspective, we need that math to be, okay. We don't.
So wait, if we want to have a roast session when we can all get on cam and do this, I have no problem with that either.
We're not roasting. She's stating facts. You gotta have
what is the truth of roast?
I have some facts I can state as well, but Sharon,
go ahead. Go ahead. Go let's state facts.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like it's y'all have the right way to these conversations. So I'm being respectful because you're out of Sharon.
We are too. We are too. okay, sir. Is your yes or no? Is your head sitting on your shoulders? Do you have a neck? Yes or no?
I have a 17.5-inch neck.
Then you may not be the guy. Is that the guy who was on the video with you, Sharon? You be on the piece?
Yes, this Stain Willie MF.
Wait, you was in the one in the red hoodie or something?
Yes.
Boy, you ain't got no neck. Shut up.
Can we zoom in? Let's see. Can we?
Well, no, seriously, like I just wanted Sharon, if it's fair, you know, what's good for the goose got to be good for the gander, because BG has got her camera on and I can see what I'm looking at. I can't see.
Well, she look better than you. She look better than you.
She's a woman. I hope so.
She got a neck. She got a neck.
That's cool.
She got her intact teeth.
And I'm sure that she uses them very, very well, but that's not what we're talking about.
Right, but apparently you've been using yours too. That's how they got all jumbled up and cracked up.
Now my teeth are jumping.
So yours ain't they jumbled up. They is jumbled up. But yeah, so that's how they got that way. You've been using it too.
So this is how you stay relevant.
And women don't do all that to you. Just FYI.
How would you know? Well,
because I'm a woman, and so I know when men use their mouth on me, they don't come up with jumbled up teeth. I know that something going down your throat could jumble your teeth though.
Okay.
Go get checked for HPV, baby. Go get checked for HPV.
So, Diva, are you saying the men that you deal with don't leave you chewed up and scratch your skin and
with
just
a yeast
like
infection? Yeah, no.
Okay. Because you know that is important, guys. Your dental mouth and what you do with us is important to us. Okay, we don't want issues because you didn't take care. This is education. You didn't take care of your oral hygiene. That could become problematic for us. All right. You got to take care of that. We don't want to be left with whatever you got going on. You got to get in there and get that stuff clean. It's important.
Gingivitis.
The majority of these people are using battery-powered means of getting themselves off. They don't have to worry about that. So,
right, because most women who don't have orgasms from penetration, so y'all not able to satisfy women, right? Right? We got the data saying that. We got the data saying that, right? Women have to use their battery-operated toys when they finish with y'all.
Yeah, because again, I can understand why you have to use a battery.
No. I said women, sweetie. We got data to back this up. They're not having orgasms from penetration. No. They're not having orgasms from penetration. So what you think they doing when you get up off them finally? When they finally get you up off them, what you think they doing? They reaching in their nightstand, pulling the rolls out or the rabbit out, and they going to town to finish it off.
The thing is, a lot of y'all don't even have to
finish it off.
Man up off of
to finish it off. You all can't even finish it off.
Well, hey, listen. Again,
why can't you finish it off?
A woman should use whatever she needs to finish her man to get her there. No argument there.
Why can't you finish it
y'all would all have a man to.
I'm about to start singing.
I mean, Diva's not wrong. You should be finishing the assignment. You should not be leaving with your assignment half turned in, not finished, incomplete, missing questions. You need to finish the assignment. She's not wrong.
I agree. I said I double down. If a man can't get you, can't finish, you finish yourself. That no problem with that at all.
No, we shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to finish the
assignment. I agree with that already. Like how many? You don't have to.
We shouldn't have to do anything else. I don't want to do anything else.
Okay.
You should be able to do
lazy.
I've said okay already. Like
I thought I was muted. My bad.
So he agreed. So he agreed with that point. All right, so he agreed with that point, and let's get back to the younger woman. And but the thing is, so we get back to the conversation, is that the younger women, they usually date younger men as well. They are not looking for this prize young man, because we know majority of the time is not a young man that is out there just basketball player level status. It's a very small percentage.
So I don't think that young women date men their age. I think most women date men who are a little older than them. I think the average age gap is like 4 years. Those 4 years matter, especially for men. You can see how much you've done in your life in the past 4 years, correct? Like just if you took your life from the time that you were a grown man and then blocked it off in 4-year increments, that's high school, college, and then your first 4 years as a professional adult male. There's a lot of growth that happens in there. So that's my point. Like, we don't have to make it the extremes, the 25-year-old with the 40-year-old. Women prefer older men because an older man is going to be more established. an older man is going to have more life experience. Women don't expect to get into relationships, well, the feminine ones, and don't to get into a relationship and then have to leave or have to make all of those manly decisions. And if a woman is dating someone her age, she's a lot more likely to have to do those things because they have the same amount of life experience.
Right, and so 4 years difference, 4 to 6 years, I think is still roughly in the same age bracket. Especially 4 years. 4 years is the same age bracket. You cannot walk across, you cannot raise, y'all are into the same music, y'all into the same fashion, y'all into the same scenarios.
I mean, by that metric, that means
by that logic, that means that 6. So that means
a 10-year gap, and it's the same.
So listen,
generation, literally.
You're talking about people in the same generation. They're going to have those same types of things in common: music, style, clothing, the vernacular. Those things are in the same generation. Now, if you're talking about, say, a millennial trying to date like a Gen Zer, then we can have that conversation, Sharon. But that's not what we're talking about. We're in the same generation, like the same generation. Like so, you and I are in a generation where we were raised by people. Just for give you an example, like in our generation, selling drugs was the thing that was glorified, right? In music, in media, and movies. In this current generation, using drugs is what's been glorified in music, media, and on TV.
Facts.
Understanding the fact that we were technically raised by drug dealers, and these new kids are raised by drug users. That's where the difference will come in. 4 to 6 years is nothing. 15 to 20, huge. And that's what you'd have to switch generations.
Right. And so that's why when I'm having a conversation, when we was talking about the ladies that was on the panel are 40-year-olds, my advice or my commentary towards them is not detrimental towards a 40-year-old. So a 40-year-old that has changed her mindset, she thinks that she wants to be married. She wants to be married. She wants to just be with one human being and live out the rest of her 20 to 30, 40 years of her life with somebody is absolutely 100% a possibility, is my argument. Let me read a couple of months. Super chats, you there, Diva? Maybe not. Mont and Deja with the $4.99. That was a shot glass, Diva. Might just buy a section, by the way. You look nice today. New hairstyle, Diva. Mont and Deja with the $4.99. Hey, Beachy, you better stay out of this, LOL. Diva is anonymous. Do not engage. LOL. Mont and Deja with the $4.99. Somebody asked if Diva was married. Do you not see how she be fawning over me on stage? I be having to tell her I'm taken.
Damn. The way you read these super chats as if it's the person is hilarious.
Beachy is offended at the super chat.
I'm trying to do it, I'll be trying to do it justice.
I need you to read the African dudes tonight when we do. You want to show tonight?
What's today is what day is it over there?
Nigga, bro, it's still Thursday. It's the same show.
What? It's Thursday. I'm not in the same day as you.
Bro, I got it.
What day is it in China? Hold up.
It's 12 hours ahead of us, bro. What are we?
It's already Friday. Friday.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if you niggas don't have passports, go get them. It should be no reason a grown man at the age of 40 don't know where the time difference between the countries already.
Back to that
so for me sometimes really because I be moving so much. Sometimes it's like it'd be like 1 week. One day is like 1 week. I don't get no sleep.
Yeah, so when the Africans read the super chats tonight.
So tonight that's at 9 p.m. What's the that's 9 p.m.
Yeah, so back to that super chat about trying to warn Beachy about
I could do that
concerning Diva. Did you say she was anonymous? Maybe she's anonymous to you. You have no idea. You don't know how I may correlate with her or know of her or what. You don't know anything. You're assuming that. So maybe she's anonymous to you. Maybe she's not anonymous to me.
That's not what he was talking about at all. That's not what he was talking about.
Well, what was he talking about? Clear it up, because you're going to give me a warning. I like clarity.
Well, what he was saying is let Diva do the disrespectful joke cracking shit because I can't see what she looks like. That's what he was talking about.
Oh, well, then be specific, okay? Well,
I thought he was.
I can see what she looks like.
He was fairly. I thought he was pretty specific when he said it, but
and I was specific when I said just because you don't know what she looks like doesn't mean I don't know what she looks like.
You saying that has nothing to do with what he was talking about, which is why I said you missed the point. But go ahead, Sharon. So now, that's what we're talking about. Generational differences is a big deal, right? It's a huge deal. So when you say that, if you're talking about generationally, yes. So in the clip, when I asked you, would you pick the 40-year-old woman or 30-year-old woman? You said the woman who's your age, closer to your age, right? Why I asked you that question that way, because you're still in the same generation as that 30-year-old woman. That's why I left that question open. Because you see how long our generation falls.
How long is? Matter of fact, that's a great. I think that clarify. How long is a generation?
I just found out that I was a millennial like a month ago.
How long do a generation last? Is it 10 years or 15? What is it?
20 to 25.
20 to 25. So, okay, so I'm 45. So technically, no. Somebody 25, absolutely not.
Not 25. Not for the age. I'm saying that's the years. So just take it on the low end. Let's go 20. So you're 45. Someone 25 is at the ass end of your generation. So now, would you want to date somebody who was in their daddy's nuts when you were 20? Absolutely the fuck
absolutely not.
I wouldn't either. Like for me personally, mine is 5 up, 5 down. That's
this
my
is a generation is 25 to 30 years.
This is a generation that lasts 25 to 30 years.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
So now would you want to be somebody 20? Like they
no.
25 years younger.
No, so I'm very similar to you. 5 up and 5 down is really like kind of like, you know, if it's somebody 6 years is okay. But I do not want to be too far away where we cannot have anything in relation. We don't know the same events. We don't have the same thought patterns. We didn't witness the same things. I do not want no parts of that. And plus, I got grown ass kids too, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. I actually have a kid that's 26, so that would make it very difficult for me.
You started fucking early.
I did, and
God damn.
So yeah, so that just a lot of things just can't work for me, and I think for majority of men too, that doesn't work for them as well. When you are mature in your age, when you are at your level of maturity for your age bracket, you don't want to date somebody that's immature, especially when you old enough to lose something. When you're old enough to lose something, you ain't trying to waste your time going to the clubs for no reason and impressing people. You know, like it's just not.
Sharon, I agree with you, but the part that you're missing is you and I do not think like the majority of men. So the majority of high earning, high achieving men, I told you that you were an outlier. What I didn't say was I agree with you. I just wasn't talking about me specifically. I don't impart what I believe specifically or personally onto the majority of men who are in that 20%, that 10%, that 1%. Because like for example, I'm the guy that says that I won't date a woman who doesn't have children. And you've seen the clip, you understand why. The majority of men in my position are like, nigga, you're retarded. You saw that clip too, where they're like, how? And when I explained it, they couldn't say shit. So I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but because I agree with you on your personal level, I'm talking about the majority of men, not just you and I. The conversation outside of you and I.
Well, I get that. I'm trying to understand the men's senses. So we seen a 30-year-old woman talking to a 40-year-old man. We would say that those two are still within the same age bracket. Are we saying that that's not in the same age bracket?
No, they're not in the same age bracket. Generationally, they would be.
Nah, that's the same age bracket. That is a generation. 10 years is literally a generation.
It depends on where the birthdays fall.
10 years is a generation. It's a literal defined. It's 10 to 15 years.
Would even care to even remark on a 30-year-old woman talking to a 30-year-old man talking to a 40-year-old woman.
I'd agree.
I don't think that'd be even remarkable. When we were young.
That's why I said it is the same gen. That's why if you 45 talking to a 30-year-old, we still like, what you on, okay? You know what I'm saying?
because I couldn't be 45 years old and dealing personally. This is just me dealing with a 30-year-old. Because one thing that Sharon and I agree with wholeheartedly is the hill I die on. The woman that I deal with has to have something to lose. I'm not dealing with somebody who doesn't have anything that they can lose, because a woman who has nothing to lose will be so much more inclined to make sure you lose everything you do have. So
I get what we're saying with what people saying they personally wouldn't do, but to my understanding, you are grown at 25. So after 25, whoever you choose to date is on you. I'm not saying that some old man should be with a 25-year-old, but I thought that should have been like a place that we can acknowledge that person is grown and can make their own decisions at 25.
So, Sharon, here's a couple other points of places where I can concede and agree with you. Bill Belichick's girlfriend shouldn't be 22 years old. That nigga has grandkids older than her. What's the actor? He's 80 and just had a baby.
Pacino.
Al Pacino, right? Cool. Those things are odd to me. Now let me ask you this though: wouldn't it be more odd if it was your 26-year-old son dating an 85-year-old woman? Right. So if your 26-year-old son brought home a 46-year-old woman, would you have an issue with that?
Absolutely.
So we agree there. So you notice that there's not much we don't personally agree on. Now, let's extrapolate from us, outside of us. Do you think that the world would look at a 26-year-old man dating a 40-plus-year-old woman with the same type of scrutiny as they would a old man dating a 26-year-old woman?
Scrutiny, no.
Okay. That's my point. See, so we actually don't disagree on much at all. This is why context matters.
Interesting. I like it that we got here. We couldn't get there on the show, but I'm gonna kick your ass later on tonight.
Ron, you do realize, right? You've seen a lot of my content. I'm undefeated on these types of things, especially when I have to.
Ron, can you tell us where you're going to be tonight so we can all pull up and support our leader? We're gonna pull up, ladies, and support our leader tonight. You will not be kicking his ass. We're going to be there cheerleading with our
you heard it. You heard it right.
See what you got going on with that
you
coat
shit. You heard it right.
We're pulling up with our nipple tassels and our pom-poms and cheering for our leader Sharon. So where do we need to be tonight? Because I'm about to go. I got to do my little runs for today.
Shout out to all the 250 people watching. We are going to be on Lapeef Let's Talk tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's the right time, Beeman?
Yeah.
That's the right time. So
it is 9 Eastern. I'm sorry. I'm in Maryland. I think they're in Dallas. So 9 o'clock.
So 9 o'clock Eastern. That's where we're going to be at. We're going to be getting our arguments on. We're going to get our points of views out. I'm going to cook like I normally do.
Right. All right, girls. Get the pom-poms, get the nipple tassels. Let's perch those girls up. We are there for our leader. We got you, Sharon. We're going to be in the building. Okay.
Hey, Sharon, I'll put the link in the back chat.
All right. And
I also put the link in for that data on earnings by age, just if y'all interested.
All right, Diva, you there for the super chats? We got a couple in.
You know she did. You heard us talk.
Montavious and Deja, $5. Somebody asked if Diva was married. Do you not see how she be fawning over me on stage? I be having to tell her I'm taken. Montavious, again, your name alone disqualifies you, sir. The list don't miss. The list.
Nah, that list for marriage, that don't mean you won't give him no coach.
Not the Taviuses.
You're Montavious.
I can't stand Diva.
All right, Montavious and Deja, $5. Beachy, you are not intelligent, and I hate that for you. Boy, you got 3 baby mamas. Who ain't intelligent? Montavious and Deja, $5. But you seem like a very nice, kind soul.
Stupid.
What
I see Mark got his black Air Forces on, huh? All right, so that's what we're gonna be. I'm gonna go take it.
No, I'm just saying I got mine on too. I keep mine on.
I'm gonna go take me a goddamn nap too.
I'm trying to figure out where you trying to go. You trying to get out of here. Don't let him leave.
Hey,
he got the rest.
And make sure y'all all be back here Friday, because Friday is my B-day. You know what I'm saying? Food Friday.
Whoa.
Hold on, Sharon.
You turning what, 65?
I just got back, and how come you trying to end the show?
So hold on, Sharon, real quick, because there's a couple other things I'm saying. You're saying when you had your cohorts up here, you're saying that you was intentionally. I'm not gonna say intentionally because I think you're a good dude, but it was misrepresented.
You kind of called him bitch made though.
No, yeah, I said that what he did was bitch made, and you thought I was talking to you, and I don't know you. But
I never thought you was. I knew you wasn't talking to me. Ain't nobody talking to me like that. That's crazy.
I mean, that was the only person that made sense at the time. But
nah, it made sense that you was talking to Sharon because
no, trust me, anybody can get it.
Nah,
but Sharon,
we just know you're not talking.
40-year-old rapper part, sir. You know good and goddamn well what I meant. And I prefaced it perfectly because I said he quit his job and pursued rapping. So that means he quit what he was doing to go be a rapper. And I gave you a number. I said that he quit his $100,000 a year UPS job. Did I not?
No, you didn't say quit.
Bullshit. Rewind the video. See, Sharon, listen, bro. I'm telling you, I quote shit really well. So he quit his job to go be a rapper, and it took you all of 3 minutes to be like, well, maybe. Well, maybe if he things that men value, and compared to that 25, 20.
We saying that older women that
it's not for your contemporaries. I'm saying there's a age group for it. You getting married, if you know what I'm saying we take the whole phase out of it. And turn captains on the search for it. No argument there.
And if that is the case, that is possibly marriage
to go actually and try to pursue that thing. A woman can't say.
Sharon don't even know what type of box you're trying to put him in, but he's refusing to go into it.
It don't matter, bro. It's fine. Let me ask you this question. Do you think that a man has a higher chance of going to NFL or being, or doing anything physical like that, NBA or whatever, when he's in his physical prime?
So it's if you actually put your body. So the getting popular as he turned 40.
Just pick. Give me your opinion. Okay.
That's a complicated question for me.
For a second. Like, so do you feel that, a guy should be 40 years old starting a rap career?
Did you hear quit?
I'm sorry, my mouth was muted. Keep listening. Keep going. Just let it play.
Sharon, can we do a poll?
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I did want to ask, can we do a quick poll? Can you put a poll? Now, I don't like for people to make me out to be a liar. And we looking at it. So now I want to know, does he have a neck? Yes or no? 1 or 2? Oh, no, 0 or 1. If you don't, 0. If you do, 1. That's all. Thank you.
I think you have a neck, Willie. You ain't gotta listen. You ain't gotta put up with that stuff, man.
I'm not tripping, bro.
I'm looking though. That's the thing. No, but the hoodie, you can literally see his chin on his chest.
I have a hoodie on.
Chin in the chest. My chin can't get that close to my chest. Like, no, really, my chin can't get that close to my chest.
I'm not worried about that. What she talking about again?
So
I'm just asking. I'm not crazy, and I can see it.
I'm sorry. The chin to chest ratio that would show us how they don't have a neck.
If you wouldn't put a hoodie on, you look the same way. It's cool though. Like,
I think there's a clear difference.
My chin would never be that close to my chest. Sharon, has your chin ever been that close to your chest?
No types of jokes. Like, Beach, you really got to chill. Like, I'm being real nice right now, Beachy, but you got to chill. Like
no, but no, we being nice.
I was asking a question because my neck is trying to find out if it's a chance, like where the ratio starts that
we're
we
solution based over here, right? And your solution to keep shit saying peaceful for you to sit this one out.
I'm not solution.
Like this is not a fight you can win. But Sharon, now go back to fantasy.
I think there's a clear difference between Willie's neck and Benzino's neck.
If anybody ever tells you that I don't know how to act, I want them to watch this because you know how this would have went over there. You know exactly what this would have turned into. But out of respect for you,
why we can't turn it into it here?
I'm stalling her out.
It's Wednesday. It's Wild Out Wednesday.
Let's go.
You're doing well, Willie. Stay focused.
Yeah, Willie threatened us with a good time about Wild Out. Pause.
No, I'm not trying to get nobody's video struck, and we're fine. But play this video real quick.
Sharon said he don't care. He said I don't care.
Sharon gonna want this video. Trust me. Play this video, Sharon. He could probably delete it after he watched this video though. But go ahead and just keep playing.
Let me just drop AR. Let me just drop AR real quick for him saying I don't care. So maybe I just have to make sure I do that first.
AR do? He just said you didn't. Man, you can't drop somebody for disagreeing with you, champ.
No, he said I don't care about my channel, so he got to get dropped for that.
That's fucked up. I mean, I got you. I got you.
Sharon can't say much.
But you, sir, are the minority. Sharon, I want to ask you a question. Just because I want to test your logic for a second. Like, so do you feel that, I'm saying, a guy should be 40 years old starting a rap career?
Starting.
Yeah, like they never talk about he at work, he working his 9 to 5, he driving his, he making his $100,000 a year driving for UPS, and he just, man, fuck this, I got bars, I want to go home and be a rapper. Do you think that's a prudent decision for him to make at 40 years old?
That is pure goofy.
You still didn't say quit.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. Keep going. Just keep let them play. I think that you get the inference, but keep going. Come on.
I mean, even the start
that's a complicated question for me. I believe if he turned it into a hobby and he is rapping about him being a UPS driver and he's trying to make a career off of that. What I'm saying is he's trying to make a rap career over his life of being UPS driver and all those intricate bars that he had for that, then I think that's okay. But if he actually trying to be a gangster rapper and have an image of what that's an issue.
Okay, so let me ask it a different way. Do you think the odds of him being successful as a rapper starting at 40 is higher than lower than him failing at being a rapper at 40?
It's almost guaranteed he'll fail. Rap is a young man's sport.
So, all right, pause it. So, Sharon, let me ask you this question. I want to see how this is a
didn't say quit.
So, right. And you're saying I didn't say quit, correct, right? So is the inference not when I say leave his 9 to 5 to go start doing something else? Would you not say that, just be honest, that the inference is that he had to quit doing something to go do something else?
The way how the conversation goes, I didn't take it that. I didn't.
The average person, do you think that they would take it that way?
I'm not.
No, just
in the way how our conversation was going, I don't think they would have took it that way in our conversation. If we was to read it on paper, I think they could take it that way.
And the reason why I say the inference is why context matters. The entire point that we were talking about, Sharon, was women waiting until they've done something else to start doing what they say they're minded about. So you spent 20 years doing one thing, and then all of a sudden you want to quit doing that to start doing something else. I thought the would be there, but I can see the disconnect. But to the average person, even in the chat we were on the show, they took it that way. Like, damn, I'm short, I'm fat, ugly, and broke. Diva, you can't speak without you hitting your inhaler, and I guarantee you, nobody else.
I didn't call you short.
Everybody knows I'm not broke.
Smoke, and I told you that you are catching smoke because you're a misogynist while not having a neck, while being overweight, while being unattractive, while having a gator mouth, but you up here trying to be a misogynist.
Like, again,
right. And so that's why you're catching smoke. I was just answering your question, honey. I was just responding and answering the question.
And then I'm broke now. Like, I have a question. How do people just come to the well, never mind. She's retarded.
Because I'll tell you exactly how I get there. When that chart that I put in there, that list that breaks down the earnings of you people by age group, yeah. And so with a high degree of statistical certainty, I can say it.
So I will tell you this.
Because the vast majority of y'all are, right?
Let's make a small wager. I bet you I make more money.
The vast majority of y'all are.
So, like, look, if you add up all the
vast majority of y'all are, right? And so that's why I called you that. I also called you overweight. I also called you unattractive. I also said you ain't have no neck. And so that's why I was just saying, that's why you getting smoked, because you're a misogynist while having all of that going on. You really need to prioritize.
Let's talk about it. What else?
Willie, what's the wager?
No, I was just answering your question.
Oh, no. AR, the wager was, I bet you I have more. If you add up all the dick she sucked, I bet you have more money than all those niggas put together.
I thought it was some way for me to make money. You over here.
So, but the thing is, they have to make stuff up. I can stand on truth and drag you. The truth is your drag. I don't have to make nothing up to drag you, sweetie pie. I can use what I see in front of me to really just mush your face in the dirt.
Fat bitch behavior. Like, I hear this shit all the time.
I can really just mush your face in the dirt, right? And you know, sir, that every 20 pounds overweight you are, you lose an inch of man meat.
I have heard that.
Every 20 pounds overweight. And so by this, if my math serves me correct, you have an innie at this point. If my math serves me correct.
You're right. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm 250
right.
pounds. I guess that makes
right. Exactly. You are fat. I can look at you and see you overweight.
It sounds good. I mean, but maybe you need glasses.
No, we looking at it. It ain't got to sound nothing. We can see with our eyes, honey.
It sounds good.
That's called reality testing. That's called reality testing.
I guess maybe you might just need to get a better camera, but it's cool. Sharon, but she's not wrong about that.
Like I said, reality testing.
Like I've literally had a trainer tell me, like, every 20 pounds that you are overweight, you lose an inch off your dick, bro.
Yeah. I'm telling you. I don't be lying.
Listen, and when he told me, I was like, dog, how do you not use that in your sales pitch? Like, how is that not like the first thing you tell niggas? Like, hey, I know I'm
trying to tell me in that
an hour, but
y'all always think
you
it's a lie.
250, you're gonna lose an inch. If you told niggas that,
goddamn. So that means
does it come back? So that means Willie and Eda Man both got innies. Goddamn.
Hey, PhD,
you basically out here scissoring.
Yes, sir.
Hold on,
hey, PhD. Hey, if that's the case, I'm gonna be dangerous. I'm not trying this 100-pound thing. Hey, Tiva, I'm gonna be a monster. I'm gonna be.
Yeah, but right now you basically scissoring. So let's get back to the conversation.
You know what?
Listen,
Habaragani.
If I would get an it, what?
Habaragani queen.
Do you know, hey, PhD? If that's the case, PhD, but she gonna feel me in the throat.
What'd you say? Forget it's in my stomach, huh?
Hey, Eda Man. So listen, Sharon, I just want you to know, I think we follow each other on Instagram, so I'm not tripping. So I know you know better. But the fact that you just tried to lump me in with Eda Man, like, I got smoke for you tonight. I just want you to know, I'm gonna have 3 jokes for that one. Usually it's 1 joke per offense, but for that shit you just did, 3 of them. Like, uno, dos, tres, homie. Like, you catching 3 shots tonight. I'm gonna get them out the way early though, because
if you need a co-writer for Eda Man jokes, I'm here.
I don't need a co-writer. All I need is an I'm cool.
Hey, BG, I'm telling you, BG, if I lose 100 pounds, I'm gonna be the GOAT, B. Hey, B, if that's the case,
why you done got excited?
If you want to lose 100 pounds, man,
I thought that was big already. Shit.
I got you.
Hold on.
I got you. I got you.
I actually never heard that, you guys, that every 20 pounds a man is overweight, he loses an inch of his peen. I didn't know that. I learned something new today.
Like, listen, if nothing else, Sharon, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm hyper transparent. Like, when the nigga told me that shit, I was like, okay, well, cool. But damn, is it like, for real? So I'm thinking, like, okay, so I got to drop 40 pounds. That means I lost. And I start thinking about it, and I'm like, no, I don't think, maybe, well, hold on. No, I don't know, but just in case, I'm still finna pay this nigga. So we can get that. But, like, that the threat of that is, like how y'all say, if y'all told men, if every time you lied to a woman, they lose an inch off their shit. If that was a real thing, I promise you, niggas would be the most. Only thing more honest than like us would be God or whoever you believe in as your religious leader, because that's the one thing men won't play about. Because everybody ain't got inches to lose, and two, the ones that do don't want to. So
what would be the reverse for women then? Is there a stat out there for us? I just want to make sure.
Every lie you tell, your forehead gets bigger because ain't nobody trying to get their dick sucked by Megamind.
Cap, that brain fire. You hear me? The mental's excellent.
Like I'm not.
Are y'all trying to say my forehead? I know I have a KT. My forehead.
Better chill out.
You said
every
what?
lie a woman tells you.
You said what would be for women. That's what it would be because nobody trying to get the. Listen, you can't be headbutting me in my fucking belly button while you sucking my dick. That's crazy.
Nah, man.
Boy, as much meat as you got on your belly,
that don't even make sense.
On your belly, she ain't gonna do nothing but bounce off.
So
the belly button and forehead ratio. Well, you must be sure.
So you talking about fat nigga problems there? I don't get it. I ain't even gonna hold you, cuz.
That would be a short guy problem. If her forehead is hitting your belly button, I think that's
because every lie you told made your forehead taller. It's this should be based.
I made that. If every lie you told made your pussy drier,
well,
y'all wouldn't be lying like a mother.
Okay.
Hey Ray,
just like dick inches, y'all ain't got much. A lot of y'all ain't got much water to give out this motherfucker. You hear me?
Some of y'all got telling us that he deal with women who don't drink water and don't take care of themselves. That's what he's telling us. He don't eat no fruit. He don't drink no water. He don't take no herbs. So he's dealing with foot draggers. He's telling us to deal with foot draggers. Foot draggers.
Because I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm dragging the foot in the jaws.
Nah, you like foot draggers.
I think it affects the edges.
Hey, Sharon, like KT, I want to be fair to that nigga. You niggas will still try to stick their dick in the desert. Like I don't think that them not getting wet is
the
issue. Maybe you got to make
squirters is prime.
You got to make they
are prime. They're prime real estate.
I'm convinced.
I live and die for the squirters. You hear me?
Well,
bro, you're married.
On God, and I'm married for a reason.
I can't even say make their cycles long because a lot of these women are postmenopausal anyway. So it's got to be.
I don't know what to do with that. We ain't talking that lingo over here.
Ladies, if you are in menopause and you are between 43 and 49 years old and you don't want to be in menopause no more, I would suggest that you start supplementing with 3 milligrams of melatonin before bedtime. And watch what happens. If you are over 49, 50 and above, and you want to come out, go see your doctor about PRF, ovarian PRF. Because studies have shown that within 3 months of getting those injections in your ovaries, those women came out of menopause.
Ain't nothing wrong with that postmenopausal box. Like I had a chick named Myrtle, right?
Man, this is crazy. Oh no!
I got like 5 things to say real quick because he's about to end the show, but I appreciate everything you do. Good show.
You're so silly. You on mute. You're on mute. You're muted. You're muted.
Damn. So I was saying, that was fun. That was great. Shout out to Willie for being able to deal with our craziness over here because this is his first time here. So it seemed like he a little crazy too. So it seemed like he fits in with the bunch. Diva, you got any final words?
Yeah, come back, Willie. We're gonna find you a neck and welcome you back the next time. And stop being so damn delusional because you don't have one. Oh, I did have a question. Sharon, at some point, are you going to discuss the NAACP asking athletes not to go to SEC schools, and then many of those SEC coaches and some others being involved in trying to lobby the government to limit how much money they can make through NIL stuff?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, I could do that.
Yeah,
email it to me so I could do the proper research on it. It seems like I'm gonna have to do a lot of research on that.
Okay.
To make sure it's proper. Yeah, so make sure it's proper. So I don't want you kicking my ass on my argument.
I'm gonna do that anyway. But
what's your final thought, Diva?
bye, y'all.
Nothing wrong with being.
Hype me up.
Let me.